Hey, it's Kevin. Wanted to wrap up our trilogy on forgiveness and really get to the heart of why forgiveness is so important for us. If you haven't had the opportunity, take a look at the video that came before this, which is entitled Spiritual Experiment. In that video, there's going to be some really cool information and an experiment I propose that really will pay dividends. So what's the big deal? Why is forgiveness so important? Why does Christ talk about it? Why should we forgive those who have persecuted us, who have hated us, used us, and generally just treated us poorly in this life? Well, if you go to the churches, they'll tell you it's the right thing to do, and that's why you should do it. Or that holding a grudge won't do you any benefit. And I think obviously both of those are true, and those are wonderful things to say. But let's take a step back and think about the way our mental processes affect what we do. If you think about it, the first thing that comes before action is thought. Whether it's you getting up in the morning and going to work, you making a sandwich, going to see relatives on a vacation, whatever it may be that you're doing, the thought of that came before it, and it led to that action. So we see thoughts manifest themselves in the material, in the physical world. Now, these can be good or bad. So these can be productive, like going to work or making a meal. They can also be bad. We've seen people who think negatively and give themselves ulcers or migraine headaches or panic attacks. So you see the power of your thoughts. Not only can they make things happen that are positive, but they can also make things happen that are quite negative and detrimental to us. So keeping that in mind, think about what holding a grudge will do. Think about the idea of not letting something go, letting something just continue to grow and grow and grow in your mind for days, weeks, months, years, even decades. Think of the energy a person throws at their body continuously when they undergo this kind of thought process. You know, it's funny because I was looking at cancer and really what cancer is. And cancer is the out of control growth of cells that are programmed to die but will not die, and instead grow out of control. And I have to wonder, how many of our people are setting themselves up to get diseases like cancer by thinking continual on the negative side? In other words, how many people are instructing their bodies to hold on and not to let things die off? Because as we've discussed already, your thoughts come before actions. Your thoughts create things in the physical, good and bad. Something to think about. So in reality, forgiveness is good because it's the right thing to do, obviously. It's good because holding a grudge isn't really that productive, which is true. But on a deeper level, it's good because it's a healing process for ourselves. Not only mentally, not only spiritually, but physically as well. Because what's the one thing that's always constant in your life? It's not your job. It's not the food you eat. It's not the air you breathe or the water or liquid you drink. It's not the people you're with, because that changes. It's not the place that you work or wherever, even where you live. All those things change. Even genetics, which up until recently has been viewed as something ironclad and unchanging, is now seen as changeable. So what is the one constant in our lives that's always there? The answer is us. We're always here. You are always with you. Day and night, awake or asleep, drunk or sober, you're always there. So it stands to reason the most important thing you can do is to get your mind straight and your thoughts in a very, very positive state of mind. because that is the one constant in your life. Your thoughts are always feeding into your body and determining your reality. So when we take a look at forgiveness from the biblical perspective, what we see Christ teaching here is ultimately a way for us to heal ourselves and to keep disease at bay. Today is January the 8th. I want to say a belated Merry Christmas to my Orthodox friends who celebrate on the 7th of January. And I want to suggest this to everyone watching this. For the next month, at 2 p.m., say a prayer of abundance and peace for everybody on the planet. If you don't believe in God, or if you're not sure, or you're not comfortable with prayer, send out positive vibes for abundance and peace everywhere on the planet. Let's see how that goes. Let's see what happens. But I wanted to just say these few words about forgiveness, encourage you to take a look at the videos that came before this one. God bless you. It has been a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye.